Alright, cross your fingers this doesn't turn into an absolute disaster. It is an absolute disaster. This is not a proper setup, but for the first time in ever, I decided to hop into, if I spin the camera around, VR chat. I've never properly used it before because I've never had a rig. I have had rigs capable of streaming, but last time we tried to stream VR, I couldn't get my chat overlay to work properly. And so you can't see it here, but I've actually got it attached to my wrist. I was trying to play like, what was it, something tech cybernetic, and I could never get the chat overlay to work, so I could never realistically stream it. And then the next time we tried to play was Kill and Floor Incursion, and that didn't work either because my machine wasn't powerful enough at the time to do it, to play it. And I think that was on either a Rift, the Gen 1 Rift, not the developer's kit Rift, but the one after that. And then, oh man, Iggy, do you remember what headset I was wearing when I was doing the black one? So it was I then went for the Quest 1 to do Kill and Floor with RAM. Because that was like it was like a USB. I could do a single cable to my laptop, which was really, really cool. So, all right, just a little VR story. So, I can only see out of one eye, technically. So, VR was always a bit of a kind of, I don't know if I want to invest kind of thing. And because the idea being you need both eyes to function reasonably well to be able to actually see in VR, because each eye is given a somewhat different image, just like your real eyes. And, well, if I can't see properly out of one eye, I was worried that I'd kind of lose the effect. And to a degree I have, but I didn't want to invest big money in it. And one day, my mate Ram comes around and says, "Oh, mate, I want to get a Rift S. Or I've got a Rift S. And do you want to have a go on my old headset?" And the old headset was the old, the original Rift that needed the sensors and all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, cool. My laptop at the time was one of the machines that had the old VR Ready badge on it, which meant like it was designed with the idea of using classic VR headsets. So like the original Rift, the HTC Vive, you'd be able to get away with a lot of stuff on those headsets, on those machines. And he brings it around, I hook it up, we have a go, we calibrate it. It takes a while for us to calibrate because I'm a thickie and I can't follow basic instructions. And I was blown away. It was like really fun. My mate Divine had been trying to convince me for ages to pick up a PSVR. Like, he loved the damn thing, right? But again, because I couldn't see very well. And the fact that my PlayStation 4 was bust, like a PSVR was just completely out of the question. So Ram does this demo of the Rift, and I kind of fall in love with it. It's a bit wobbly in places, and it's not perfect because I'm a blind old man. But it was really rad. And like Ram, I can't remember how it went. Something to the effect of like Ram's like, "Well, I want a Rift S. Do you want this one?" And I think the offer was basically he was going to give it to me. He was going to sell it for like $50 online, and I think the sensors at the time were about 50 quid anyway. Which, he could have sold it in pieces for more than what he was willing to actually sell it for, because he just wanted it gone, kind of thing. And he said, basically, do I want it? And I was like, well, that'd be rad, but I felt really bad the idea of taking it. So it either went, Ram gave it to me, I bought it off him for 50 quid, or I bought him a copy of Half-Life Alyx. I don't remember which. But that was what I used to try and stream my early stuff. The whatever tech cybernetic game and all that kind of stuff, and it was fun, but I could just never get the chat stuff, the chat overlay to work. So streaming became a bit of a luxury, and having to set up sensor towers for the early Rift was a ball ache, because if I wanted to set up in the living room, then I had to take it apart, move it into the other room, recalibrate, play my game, someone knocks the sensor, recalibrate. Well, I can't use that room now, take it apart, move into another room, set up, recalibrate, and it was just a nightmare in the grand scheme of things. It just was like, whatever, you know? So then we see that the Quest is out, and that can use a single USB cable. And that's rad, because it's got 4 cameras on the front, so I can do the whole tracking with the headset. So, like, the tracking being like the stuff with your hands and that. You know, the cameras can tell what your hands are doing or where your hands are in space, and so you don't have to have these sensors set up to do it. And that's kind of like what the Rift S does. So, what Ram ended up buying, he bought the one with the cameras on it rather than having the sensor. So he had to have like one sensor over here, one sensor over there, whatever. And yeah, just when we got the Quest, they were like, okay, so you can either buy a really expensive Quest Link cable, because Oculus Link was then becoming a thing, Oculus Link being the thing where you plug the Quest, which is a standalone VR headset using mobile hardware. You can plug your standalone VR headset into your computer, and then using the Oculus software, it will kind of function like a PC VR headset. And it was a bit wobbly to start with, but like I was like, oh mate, I kind of want to try it because the convenience alone is badass. And so I did. You know, I even splashed out on the fancy Oculus cable. But it just as we said before, like when we were trying to play Killing Floor Incursion and stream it, my machine just wasn't powerful enough, or like just something went wobbly with it, and so RAM couldn't use the footage. We were doing like a Rand Nerds Halloween stream, so this was a few years ago now actually. Just didn't work, and that was a ball ache. Oh, it's got a flicker then. I don't know if the stream's still going, but it was a bit, you know. And then the Quest 2 comes out. I get a Quest 2. That's got higher-res screens, higher-res displays, needs a bit more beef to get it running. And I thought, you know, that'd be rad. And I kind of started to fall out of PC VR because I couldn't stream it. The game I really wanted to stream, I couldn't get chat to the overlay to work. Now I've got it working, you can't see it, but like the chat is right here and it's really cool. It's the first time I've actually properly had this overlay working in a game. Otherwise VR chat, and you can't see my mouth move because I've got the microphone muted, or on in the game. But so you know, really boring stream at the moment, right? But I just wanted to kind of test that the chat overlay thing works. Yeah, so I'm skipping around now, but yeah, just didn't have the beef to run the headset. Buy PC, PC's jank. Graphics card not working properly, still can't play VR games properly, or some of the VR games I want to play properly, can't stream them, so don't play them that much. Play a load of games like the fitness games and like is it the Climb or whatever it's called, like the mountain climbing game, Robo Recall and stuff like that. I just dick around with those when I get a chance. Those are really fun. Try different standalone games. Look into ways to stream those, and just never really bothered with it, to be honest. Finally get my PC fixed. And I remember talk of... Actually, I've skipped a bit. They started talking about doing wireless streaming, PC streaming, PC VR streaming, using virtual desktop. And I got that running on the Quest 1. But again, my machine at the time just wasn't powerful enough to do it. It was a ball ache. And by the time I did get a machine powerful enough to run it, as I said, the GPU was kind of wobbly. I had a Quest 2 at this point. It was just wobbly. It wouldn't work. I still couldn't get the overlays to work in the games that I wanted to play. So, you know, streaming was a no-go. And I only really play games when I'm streaming. And they said about having the old... so I couldn't do wireless on the laptop. Tried doing it on the PC, but again, as I said, the PC was dead. By the time I fixed the PC, Oculus add in their own wireless PC streaming thing. So It's called AirLink. So you had Oculus Link, which was connecting a cable to the headset to the PC, to your standalone headset to your PC, because the Rift could only be run directly from a cable from your PC. Sorted out, Oculus sorts out AirLink, and that was one of the kind of cool things about having the Oculus Quest 2, because they were like, yeah, Quest 2 has Wi-Fi 6 with a Wi-Fi 6 router. You'll be able to get like really, really good low latency PC streaming wirelessly, kind of like what you're supposed to do with virtual desktop. Magic, Jiggery Pokery, you can still use virtual desktop. It's always an option, but there's now like a one-click in software in the, you have to install the app to use the Quest and the Rift anyway. So the Oculus app to use the Quest and the Rift anyway. So this is kind of already there. Virtual desktop costs money. AirLink's free. Whatever. Fuck, man, I'm really struggling talking tonight. Lack of sleep. And the fact that I've got a stonking great headset in my face. And it's not set up properly and it's annoying me. Yeah, where was I? AirLink. AirLink comes out. Wi-Fi 6. Oculus Quest. And I'd already tried Wi-Fi through virtual desktop. It didn't work for me. New PC. Try it on that. PC dead. Repeating myself a lot, aren't I? Now that it's all fixed, I have recently upgraded to Wi-Fi 6. And just out of the blue, a couple of days ago, actually, I kept on looking at my VR headsets. I was like, I want to play on these again. I really want to play on these again. It seems really stupid. I've had it for over, the Quest 2 for over a year, or nearly a year. It was a year yesterday, day before, something like that. It's kind of gone to waste. AirLink's out on the Oculus app. My PC is fixed. PC is fixed. It's fixed. Got Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi 6. Shit, we've got the optimum setup to do PC VR over wireless. And this is what I'm doing now. I'm giving it a go. And it also turns out that because of the amount of time that I'd left it, AirLink had gone from a Quest 2 only thing to a Quest thing as well. So even my older headsets can do what I'm doing now on my PC and what's it called? But the Quest doesn't have Wi-Fi 6. Turns out it will work on 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi 2, which was kind of obvious because we were doing it on virtual desktop. But, because there was a bit of hoo-ha as to whether or not you're going to be able to get AirLink, Oculus's official PC streaming thing, on Quest. It's underpowered, the Wi-Fi ain't fast enough, blah, 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 whatever. They said the same thing with their Oculus Link. You need to have the official Oculus USB-C 3 point blah, blah, 80 quid cable to get to what it would have ran off of a USB to USB-C cable, because the bandwidth wasn't that bad, and the requirement wasn't that high, and the latency increase was minimal anyway, so it was kind of a bit of a joke. Have the official cable anyway, because it's really fucking long. And that's gravy, because then you're not tripping over it. And I hate. But now I've got wireless. I don't have to worry about tripping over a fucking cable and ripping the side of my headset off. So, yeah, the aim of the game actually is to, now that I've got the overlay working, and I keep punching things so I haven't got my wireless mic set up, is to use the Quest 2 on my main PC if I'm going to do wireless PC streaming. And then my laptop and a Quest 1 with a travel router for if I want to do an out and about wireless PC stream on that. So, the start of a horrible, nightmarish journey, but I'll have the mouth will be moving on the character because I'll have the microphone turned on the headset. I'll have audio playing through properly. I just wanted to see if this would actually work. And if it has, that's rad. Why I felt inclined to give a Billy Bob Basic how I started on VR tell, don't know. But that was something to talk about, wasn't it? I like VR. Since I've realised I can use it, the only downside is if you see me looking like this at my wrist and punching the microphone again, it's because I can only see out of one eye. I have to have the chat window held in just such a way in front of my face to actually get it. There's a sweet spot on your lenses, and if I don't have the chat in just the right place, I can't actually read it. So slightly to the left, out of focus, because that's the way the lenses work. Has to be straight in the middle of my left eye. If I put it anywhere, like start to get towards the middle of my vision, all of a sudden it's gone. It's a blurry mess. But this is going to be so fun. So I get to stream Robo Recall and Super Hot and Boneworks. I haven't played Boneworks yet. I've had it for ages and I'm so psyched to play it. Me and Divine, right? So Ram and Divine were the two most psyched people I knew for VR. Like, really fucking psyched. Me and Ram talked about Rift and the Omni treadmill thing on the first ever Rand Nerds podcast, which was fucking eons ago, right? We're well psyched. The idea of, the daydream of being able to run across Skyrim, the Omni being you run on the Omni, you run in the game, and the idea was just really cool. I hate Skyrim, by the way, so the idea that there'd be something out there that would make me want to play it was just like, that's insane. But like, people seem to have drifted away. People I knew drifted away from VR. And just the other night, like I said, I wanted to get into my VR headset again. I remembered my mate Divine. Not only did he play PS4 VR, PSVR, he also got a Quest. Around about the same time the Quest 2 was coming out, actually, funny enough. But he got a Quest, and he didn't grab onto it like he did the PlayStation VR. I think most of his friends then went out and bought PC VR. He's a Mac user. And I was like, dude, if you ever want to play anything, like, I have a Quest. I have a Quest 2. Like, we can play some, like, standalone VR games. That'd be fucking rad. And he showed me around Rec Room yesterday, and it was fucking awesome. It was so fun, just, like, running around playing laser tag and random little, like, Mario-style maps that people have made. It was really, really cool, really, really fun. And I'd love to just stick around and stream that kind of stuff with my friends. Get my mates together in, like, one of these little, VR chat rooms or rocking around in Rec Room, and as long as I can get the chat thing to work, that'll be absolutely great, because this is so fun. Oh, hang on, avatars. Let's change what I look like. Those break it. I've got boobs. Hi. Is there a toilet brush? If I could find a toilet brush, I could be Zabamol. Zabamol's a toilet brush. It's like Karma. What's that? What's that little guy? Cool. Who's this? I don't know who this is, but this is cool. Become a creator. Grab our SDK to create your own avatars and worlds. Docs.vrchat.com. I want to do that. I want to get, because Divine made loads and loads of maps in Rec Room. I'd love to see Divine do the same thing, like here. Oh, it'd just be so cool. And then at some point we'll go to some of these little worlds and that. Yeah. Random just babble as I'm dicking around in a VR headset, but this is well fun. And next time I'll actually have it set up so I have some room scale. That's the other problem as well. You needed space to do VR, and I don't have a huge amount of space. So even when I was doing like Box AR, Box VR, whatever it was, it's now Fit something. It's like a cardio game. I was doing that, and I had to go into my eldest son's room just to be able to have enough space to do it. Because if not, like, I'd punch a TV or punch a chair or punch the wall. Like, there's no space at all. Like, hang on. So hands here, wall, there, look, wall, and forwards. Yeah, there you go. Just there. There's the wall. There's a desk. So there to there. That's my entire play space. Like, there's nothing there. So, yeah. I'm going to head off. It's going to be really rad if I can get everyone involved to maybe come in and play some VR stuff. and yeah, maybe jump into Rec Room. I wonder, will Rec Room let me play PSVR and PC users together, and Quest users and PC and PSVR users together? Oh, that's an interesting one. I'll have to ask Divine, because, like I said, I just had such a laugh yesterday dicking around in Rec Room and that. It's just so fucking cool. And if I can get away with like making my mobile PC VR setup work wirelessly, with my travel router and that, and when I'm home use this rig too. If I can get these things to work consistently. Oh, I've lost my chat. I've lost the chat. Oops. Oh, there it is. If I can get this stuff to work consistently, yes. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Anyway, going to head off. Hope you're well. Sorry for listening to me babble on. If anyone's in VR on any platform, hit me up. My Oculus tag is Skazius, SK4ZZI0US. Yeah. I don't know if that'll work. If it does, great. Wing me a message on Steam, Skazius again, SK4ZZI0US, and we'll hop in and play random fluff. Skazius in Rec Room, Skazius in VR chat. Oh, mate, I wonder if I can get Shade involved. I know Shade's got a headset. That'd be fucking rad. I haven't spoken to Shade in ages. Language, the excitement. Right, heading off. Hope you're well. Just a test stream. See you all with a bit of luck in the next one. It's so fun.